PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com. Our 13th season kicks off 2014 like we do every new year. It's basketball time, and we're taking you all over the PacWest to get you ready for our second annual tournament championships in San Diego by featuring a rematch of last year's men's title game between Dixie State and Chaminade, which went down to the wire at McCabe Gym.
Welcome to the brand new season of PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. We're in the middle of our basketball season, so we're going to start right here at Chaminade for a rematch of last year's men's tournament championship between Dixie State and the Silver Swords. So let's go check out all the action right now.
In 2013, the PacWest held its first postseason basketball championship tournament. And was it ever exciting, on both the men's and women's sides. All 12 teams scraped and clawed its way through a most grueling regular season with tough opponents from Hawaii to California to Arizona to Utah. On the men's side, 2 teams remained after 3 action-packed days in Azusa, Chaminade and Dixie State. There were the Silver Swords, who downed the Texas Longhorns in the Maui Invitational to kick off the season, and the Red Storm, who sat atop the conference standings the entire season. The rivalry was played out marvelously, with Chaminade's PacWest Player of the Year, DeAndre Haskins, leading the charge. But with the Red Storm locked down on Haskins all night, it would be wingman Benny Murray, shouldering much of the load, leading all scorers on the night with 27 points. But that would not be enough, as Steven Larson would put down 22 of his own, en route to being named Most Valuable Player of the tournament, and along with his teammates would cut down the nets at the Felix Event Center. That was a year ago, and Haskins, Murray, and Larson are all but a memory for these 2 competitive squads. Dixie State, undefeated on the season, entered McCabe Gym riding high in a 2013-14 season that started with a massive road exhibition win at Division I UNLV. The Red Storm would not be intimidated on this warm winter night on St. Louis Heights. And it showed early on, with the visitors jumping out early to a 6-0 lead to keep the Swords at bay. But Chaminade would answer, behind its team leader, veteran point guard Lee Bailey, who led all scorers with 27 points. But the Red Storm, the number 7 team in Division II, would be hard to shake, with big nights from Quan Thompson and Dalton Grosskreutz, who each poured in 18 points for the road team. The game would also get physical at times, with both teams recognizing the importance of getting a win tonight in a highly competitive season in the conference. The match was a seesaw battle from the opening tip. But with this emphatic dunk, it seemed like the Red Storm had sealed the deal, going up by as much as 12 in the second half. But Christophe Baradel, seeing his first action since the Maui Invitational, where he poured in a near-tournament record 42 points against Baylor, drained this long tray to cut the Dixie lead to 87-86 with only seconds remaining. Needing to foul, the Swords put the visitors on the line for a 1-and-1 attempt. Kimball Payne would miss the front end, and Kieran Shastri would get the inbounds and send it all the way down to Bailey for a chance at the win, but the point guard's foot was on the sideline, and the game would end. Dixie State escaping with a 1-point win. A thrilling finish, fitting in this distinguished PacWest rivalry.
Well, this was a fun game tonight. This was a very physical game. It was a tough game. That's how they should be. You know, we know Chaminade's very good. We've seen a lot of them on tape, and we knew it was going to be a great game. And I went down to the wire just like we thought it would. But I was happy how hard our kids played. I was happy how hard we rebounded the ball. But we got to do a better job of rebounding against these guys.
Yeah, I definitely felt like we had a big target on our backs coming into this game, and you know, right from the get-go, they played with just a lot of intensity. They were very physical, which actually kind of turned out to our advantage. We got a lot of their key guys in foul trouble, but I felt like we did a really good job of matching their intensity level, but also playing with composure throughout the game. So fun atmosphere.
Just wanted to come in and spark it quick. They're tough. That was a tough team. They gave us all they got, and yeah, I just wanted to come in and have a spark for the team.
He played well. I thought he did a good job of getting to the basket, getting to the hole. He's got a lot of athletic ability, so when he gets running, he's pretty good. So I thought he played really well tonight.
I love it. I love the crowd getting into it, and I thrive off of it. I play hard, and yeah, it's one of my favorite things. And yeah, it goes down to who wants it. So it was a fight out there. It was a fight.
Yeah, we definitely try and play our game no matter what competition we're playing. There's a few runs in the game where we kind of got a little floppy and we're just going down and jacking up shots. But for the most part, I think coaches did a really good job, and our point guards of just dictating, helping us play how we play and not worrying about anything else.
We challenge our guys to kind of make us to be like a tournament game. There's going to be that intensity. I think it's good for our league to see this. I think if we want to go play the GNACs and RMACs and show them our league's good. Our league's getting better. And I think if we get out and play those guys more, we're going to have more success. So, Chaminade's a great team. I know HBU's a great team. BYU-Hawaii's a great team. Cal Baptist is playing well. So it's going to go down to the end like it always has. We just hope we can keep winning.
We're just mere weeks away from another exciting edition of the PacWest Basketball Tournament Championships, this time hosted by our very own Point Loma Nazarene University. Hope you can join us for another exciting tournament in San Diego.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home and be an important part of the community. I chose Division II because I can double major
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship. I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose Division II.
You're watching PacWest Magazine right here on OC 16, and we're here at McCabe Gym on the campus of Chaminade University. Now you're watching us right here on OC 16, or possibly you're watching us on our online home, that's PacWest TV at thepacwest.com. And that's where you can find all the great stories from one Commissioner Bob Hogue. So let's go check in with the commish right now.
Throughout the first couple of months of this basketball season, two PacWest men's basketball teams made a climb into the national rankings. The Lancers of California Baptist and the Red Storm of Dixie State. The two PacWest powerhouses met for the first time in mid-January in a battle that was played for very high stakes before a packed house in Riverside, California. Dixie State, the reigning conference champion, had stormed to a top 10 ranking in the nation in the first weeks of this season and hoped to send the Lancers to their first loss of the entire year. But the Lancers had a not-so-secret weapon, a freshman from Scottsdale, Arizona, who had already started to make his presence known around the Pac-West with his long-range shooting ability. His name, Ryan Berg. Remember it, because you're going to hear a great deal about this 6'2" sharpshooter over the next 4 years. Berg fired away from long range over and over again throughout the first half, hitting 8 three-pointers in all. But the Berg bomb that made the biggest noise came in the final seconds before intermission when he let fire from just inside half court and banked in a three at the buzzer. As the crowd went wild, the Lancers were up by 20 points.
Yeah, I definitely felt like I had the hot hand the first half. After my first three, I knew I was feeling it.
I got to give it to my teammates. They were getting me the ball when I was open, and without them, I wouldn't have hit those shots. Ivan had it, he was bringing up the right side. I knew he had trouble, so I came and got it, and I saw that the clock was running down, so I just pulled up and was lucky enough to bank it in, and that was big for us.
Have you ever scored that many in the first half? Ever?
No, that was my biggest first half performance of my life, and yeah, that was, again, thanks to my teammates for getting me the ball when I was open.
In the second half, Berg slowed down a bit, but still finished the night with a career-high 34 points. Dixie State eventually made a run and cut the Lancer lead to single digits late. But Cal Baptist had the answer and held on for a scintillating 100-90 victory to remain atop the PacWest standings. Head coach Rick Croy was ecstatic.
You know, I knew our guys would be excited about playing Dixie. They're the standard in our conference, and our guys are well aware of what their programs achieved and just how solid they are in every area. So we tried not to get too excited for the game. I thought our guys would naturally be in a good place, and our guys did a good job. We talked a lot about poise, and I think the environment had a lot to do with it, and our guys got comfortable pretty quickly on offense, and you know, the ball started going in for us, and it became contagious. It was a great first half for us, and you know, it took everything in our program to hold them off during the second half, but it was a great night.
Croy is in his first year with the Lancers after previously serving as the lead assistant at Division I St. Mary's, and he's turned CBU into an immediate contender in their first year of NCAA active status, which makes them eligible for the conference tournament and the NCAA championships.
Well, I think we got selfless guys. I know we have selfless guys. We were fortunate. There were 4 guys that were here when we took over the program. They're great seniors. We added 2 more seniors. Our senior class of 6 has laid a tremendous foundation. We have a lot more work to do, but our guys come to work every day in practice, and you know, we try and compete against each other harder in practice than maybe anything we'll ever see in a game. Dixie played really hard, and that's the way we try and play in practice. So I think that's what creates it, is the selflessness and then tough practices.
I think the true secret is just the way we condition. Our conditioning always, we beat teams in the second half. They tend to get pretty tired, and we just keep on pushing, and that's due to the way our off season was. We train really hard every single day, and every practice we make a good push to stay well conditioned, and that's a big part of the way we play.
All the excitement about CBU men's basketball will be put on display around much of the nation when Cal Baptist is featured Saturday, February the 15th, when they play host to PacWest rival Hawaii Hilo.
Well, we had a relationship within our basketball program with someone at Fox, and we had talked about it for a while. And the game that we picked, it just so happens the Lakers aren't playing, the Clippers aren't playing. It's perfect. There's no professional sports playing, so they had it open, and then we negotiated. They also, I think, see the potential in this area in basketball and our new coach and our new team, and I think they want to get a little bit on the ground floor of where we think we're going to be in the next few years. So it's exciting. The nation's going to get to see some exciting D2 basketball.
When Cal Baptist shows off its stuff on national TV, that means a chance for Berg, the hot shooting freshman, to make a big splash as well. It's a great opportunity for the nation to see PacWest basketball at its best.
We exist in a place rich with promise, where ideas ignite the spirit of learning, where our trustworthy methods are validated by respected results. It's a place where we practice integrity and encourage the development of ethical perspectives, where creativity burns brightly and expressions of hearts, minds, and souls are nurtured, where we view challenges through the lens of opportunity and daily circumstances through the eyes of faith. It's where the potential for excellence has no limitations, and each new day begins with hope. Fresno Pacific University, empowering leaders, transforming lives.
Welcome back to PacWest Magazine right here on OC 16. We're here at McCabe Gym for the Chaminade University Silver Swords match against Dixie State. Now let's go check in on one of the other beautiful places around the PacWest.
The NCAA included a special night to honor the 40th anniversary of Division II athletics at its annual convention in San Diego this year. The NCAA selected a Division II 40th anniversary tribute team featuring a male and female student athlete from each Division II conference and held a special gala to commemorate these special individuals. The PacWest was represented by two of the best basketball players in conference history, Grand Canyon's Samantha Murphy and BYU-Hawaii's Jet Chang. Both of these fine student athletes exemplified the spirit of the PacWest and Division II in their dedication to sport, academics, and community. Samantha was able to attend the ceremony at the Marriott Marquis and reflected on how Division II fit her ideal of what the life of a college athlete should be.
You know, for me, it was Division II was the better option. Coming out of high school, I wouldn't say I was a superstar or anything like that, and I kind of knew that, and I didn't think Division I would be the right fit. So, you know, Division II provided me with a bigger opportunity to play and to get better, and I think that I did that every year. I felt like I progressed. The competition was good enough that, I mean, it was tough. There's talented people in Division II, and I think that gets overlooked a lot, but, you know, it was a good fit for me, perfect fit, and I think I, you know, reached the potential that I kind of knew I had.
A two-time PacWest Player of the Year and four-time All-PacWest selection, Murphy is Grand Canyon's all-time leading scorer with 2,147 points. She was the National Player of the Year as a senior, leading the nation in scoring and Grand Canyon to the NCAA West Regional Championship game. Although the Lopes have moved on to Division I now, Murphy remembers the competition and atmosphere of the PacWest and Division II fondly.
You know, there's a few games that I'll obviously remember forever, like the one time I got 49 points and I just felt like it was the best game of my life. I couldn't miss. I just had wonderful teammates for 4 years, you know, coming in and out. I met great people, awesome coaching staff. So all of it really, like, I just have no complaints. Sometimes I wish I could go back and, you know, do it all over again. But I'd say the biggest accolade is obviously Division II Player of the Year. I didn't see that one coming, and huge honor. So excited about that one.
Samantha feels that the school life balance she had in D2 prepared her for the life challenges now that her playing days are finished. She is back in school now, learning to become a physician assistant.
I think that the biggest thing I can take from my college career, my college experience, is just balance. You know, I had tough classes that I had to take, but I also had a desire to be great at basketball and put in a lot of work with that. So, you know, I think I have the best time management skills out of my classmates, maybe. That's what I think. I gained a lot of confidence, you know, and just work ethic, I think, probably the biggest thing.
The PacWest other honoree, Jet Chang, wasn't able to attend the event because he is playing professionally in China. BYU-Hawaii head coach and athletic director Ken Wagner was in attendance at the convention and reflected on why Chang is so deserving of the recognition.
Well, Jet was just an exciting player to watch. He was a great kid to coach, good attitude, worked hard all the time. But I think he's probably the best open court player I've ever coached.
Jet played with a unique, fast-paced style that electrified the conference and helped put BYU on the national scene. He was named the most outstanding player of the 2011 NCAA tournament after leading the Seasiders to the championship game. He had an epic performance in the Final Four, scoring 43 points in the semifinals against West Liberty and 35 points against Bellarmine in the championship.
Well, you know, I think Division II is unique. You usually don't get to have the notoriety or the publicity that they get at the Division I level. And yet, you know, you have someone like Jet who in the national tournament just electrified people with his scoring and averaged 37, 38 points a game, or 35, I can't remember, but just a lot of fun to watch. And yet, I guess they're working in the background. They're working hard on school, graduating, getting their degree, and many times as good as many of the players at Division I just happen to get their opportunities in different ways. He's playing professionally now, and yet had a great experience in college, both educationally and playing.
It was a very special night for all Division II student athletes and programs to be honored amongst their peers at all levels of competition. This group truly represents Division II's commitment to providing a life balance that extends beyond athletics. A special congratulations to Samantha and Jet for representing the PacWest and all of their fellow student athletes so well. This is Jimmy Knodel reporting for the PacWest.
I want tradition.
Access to what I need.
Great professors. Sports I love.
A smaller feel. To be more marketable.
To make a difference. To excel.
To be noticed.
Notre Dame Dana Muir University, opening doors and engaging minds since 1851.
I want guidance.
Inspiration.
A real community.
My bachelor's.
My master's.
To finish my degree. On time.
Notre Dame Dana Muir University. Explore, engage, excel.
12 points. 12 points. Apply what we do in practice. That half is over. It's done. And in this half, we have to outplay them, plain and simple. I know what all of you are capable of. I believe in each and every one of you. Now let's go out there and make this our masterpiece.
It doesn't look like your average university, because it isn't. Just 12 miles from San Francisco is an urban oasis where students go beyond the classroom, helping businesses become sustainable, fighting breast cancer, athletes who excel and serve the community. And here, you don't just study history, you help make it.
I'm Wayne Coito, and you're watching PacWest TV at its official online home, thepacwest.com. Now let's go check out these highlights from around the PacWest. Point Loma welcomed the visitors from Azusa Pacific to their scenic San Diego campus for a big night in PacWest basketball. A massive crowd of nearly 1,300 Sea Lion supporters rocked Golden Gymnasium as the Cougars made the trip down south looking for their 5th win in conference play. And the fans would be in for a good one, witnessing 8 ties, 12 lead changes, and the tide of momentum swinging back and forth all night. But the game would not be decided until the final seconds. With 9.96 on the clock, Point Loma's Junior Morgan dropped in 2 of his game-high 18 to give the Sea Lions the 1-point advantage with this layup. But here came the visitors. APU's junior point guard Robert Sandoval charged his team down court, and drawing the defense at the top of the key, found his teammate Sharif Watson with just a half second to go for the uncontested layup, which would be the eventual game winner.
I just erupt. I go crazy, man. That's what every kid dreams of, you know, hitting the game-winning shot for game. And basically, I made it, and I didn't even realize there was 0.5 left in the clock. So I'm cheering, and my coach is yelling at me, "Get back on defense, get back!" But you know, the atmosphere was crazy. But it was a great experience.
Coach, before the timeout before, he told us the situations that could possibly come up, and he said if they score and it's under 10 seconds, just go. And you know, Coach trusted me with the ball to make a play, and I was fortunate to find Sharif for the game-winning layup.
Basically, you know, I'm trying to get loose, I'm trying to get open, I'm trying to get a tip jam, whatever I can do. I'm trying to win the game. So basically, there's no plan in that situation at the end of the game. Everybody's scrambling. You're just trying to shake loose and get a bucket, you know, to win the game.
Whatever they're going to give me, I was going to make a read. I came down and I got a screen, and then I turned down a second screen, and I looked up at the clock and I saw there's 4 seconds left. Now it's go time. I got to go, and so I just drove in the lane, made a spin move, and saw Sharif open underneath the bucket.
I want to say that basically the whole play felt in slow motion. I don't know how much time is on the clock. It feels like that was the most mechanical layup of my life. I've never been so focused to try to make a layup. I probably should have dunked it, but you know, I'll take the 2 points.
Oh, it was a great atmosphere, you know, lots of energy. And you know, that played into the game for Point Loma and for us, having our own crowd here too. And it was just a great atmosphere to play in.
Oh, the atmosphere was crazy. You can't hear anything. Coaches yelling out plays. You can't hear them. Dudes are yelling your personal information in the crowd. Your fans are just, let's go. It was, I loved it. I love that type of atmosphere. I feel like I thrive and I live for those moments.
I followed PacWest on Twitter, and I saw them, I saw a retweet and them showing the shirts of Beat APU. And I thought that was cool, you know, it just adds to the little rivalry we have going. And
give you guys a little more tangibles to win tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Point Loma and Azusa Pacific are just 2 of the many reasons why this could be the best season ever in the PacWest.
What we do at Holy Names University is to bring together athletics and academics so we can produce scholar athletes in a perfect setting. We prepare student athletes and all our students to be global leaders in a very diverse society. And that's why we think there's a perfect match between Holy Names University and the NCAA. Go Hawks!
Thanks for joining us for another episode of PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. For more, you can always check us out at thepacwest.com. That's thepacwest.com. But you can always like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And also find more PacWest Magazine at our home, the YouTube channel, PacWest TV. For the Commissioner, Bob Hogue, I'm Wayne Coito, and we'll see you next week on PacWest Magazine.
PacWest Magazine is brought to you in part by Hawaii Tourism Authority. Discover the beauty of the islands at GoHawaii.com.